to Adventures in Learning at Fremont Elementary. My name is Emily and I'm here along with Raphael to talk about Fremont's upcoming learning adventure. Did you know in that just a couple of days, all of Fremont School will begin reading our One School, One Book novel?
That's right, Emily. We will all be reading a chapter book called Ranger in Time, Rescue on the Oregon Trail by Kay Messner. It's a thrilling adventure about a time-traveling golden retriever who has been trained as a search and rescue dog. But he can't pass the test because he keeps getting distracted by squirrels. One day, he finds himself transported to the year 1850 where he ends up traveling with the family on the Oregon Trail.
That sounds so exciting, Raphael. I love adventure books and I love dogs. But what exactly is the Oregon Trail? I think our viewers would like to know.
You're absolutely right, Emily, and that is why we have with us today 3 experts who are going to tell us about it. Let me introduce our viewers to David.
Hi.
Yaisa.
Hello.
And Camille.
Hello.
Thanks so much for joining us today. What can you tell us about the Oregon Trail?
Imagine saying goodbye to your house, almost all of your friends and extended family, and most of your possessions. Imagine leaving everything you know to begin a long, long journey in a new home in a place you've never seen. The decision to set out on the Oregon Trail must have been a difficult one to make, but dozens of families like the one in the book you're going to read made the choice in the mid-1800s.
We can't wait to hear more. We'll be right back with the experts after this short break.
Welcome back to our show. We're talking about the Oregon Trail.
That's right, Raphael. The Oregon Trail is exactly what it sounds like. It is a trail or path that led to Oregon. This route started in Independence, Missouri, and went all the way to the Pacific Ocean. About 180 years ago, in the 1840s and 50s, many thousands of Americans decided they wanted to move west in search of a better life. Some wanted land to farm or to build a house. Others were looking for gold, and some just wanted new adventures away from crowded cities. Whatever their reasons, they were all willing to make the more than 2,000-mile journey.
I know there were no cars back then, so how does they move all their stuff?
That's a great question. They put all their belongings in a 10-foot-long covered wagon that looked like this. Covered wagons were pulled by oxen and could hold about 2,000 pounds. That was important since the pioneers had to bring hundreds of pounds of food for the long journey.
Oh, so they rode to Oregon in covered wagons?
Actually, there was no room in the wagon, so most of the pioneers walked. The wagons were for the belongings and supplies. Only the people who were unable to walk, like babies or people who were sick, rode in the wagon.
What? Did you say they walked? That's crazy. How are they able to walk 2,000 miles? How long did that take?
Believe it or not, it took them 5 to 6 months. On a good day, they could only travel about 15 to 20 miles, and it was not easy. There were all kinds of dangers like bad weather, getting stuck in the mud, snake bites, dirt, dust, robbers, and rough terrain. Even if you survived all of that, you could still get sick from diseases from contaminated water. Sadly, lots of people died. The pioneers had to dig graves along the way.
That's awful. Sounds like the people on the Oregon Trail really need to protect themselves. So where do they sleep at night? Will they need hotels along the way?
Oh no, there were no hotels on the Oregon Trail, so the pioneers had a camp. Usually, many wagons traveled together because it was safer. At night, they would put their wagons in a circle, light a fire to keep warm, and sleep under the stars. The next morning, they would get up very early. They would drink coffee and eat bacon with pancakes and butter, and grease up the wheels of their wagon and start walking again. And before you ask, the answer is no. There was no Starbucks or IHOP back then, so they had to make their own breakfast.
Wow, no Starbucks? That's rough.
They even had to hunt for some of their food along the way since there were no grocery stores on the Oregon Trail. It was just wide open land.
What happened if they came to a river?
Well, they would have to make a raft and pull their wagon across. Sometimes the whole wagon fell in the water, and even if they were lucky enough to get the wagon out, it often needed repairs that they had to make themselves with the tools they brought. The Oregon Trail was challenging, but also very exciting.
Well, David, Yais, and Camila, thank you so much for coming today. Really enjoyed learning about the Oregon Trail, and we can't wait to start reading our One School, One Book novel, Ranger in Time Rescue on the Oregon Trail.
That's all the time we have for today. Join us next time on
Adventures in Learning at Fremont Elementary.